Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Familia Pablanu. I'm Anu, and today we're going to take you on our gardening journey. We are going to show you what it's like to be planting and growing in Midwestern state in America. So we live in a zone, USDA Zone 6, and we have roughly 4 months of growing season. So we are making the best, making do of what we've got here. So we're going to take you on the entire season uh, from planting, growing, harvesting, all the way till the first frost. So come along with us. This clip you're seeing is Pablo trying straw bale gardening for the first time, and it will explain later on what he's planting and everything here. So come along with us.
Bienvenidos a nuestro canal. Yo soy Pablo.
Orúkọ
And we are Familia
Familia
Pablanu.
So the previous clip was with the gardening straw bale was in April when it was finally warm enough to start planting. Now this is actually in May, the beginning of May. I have a scissors. So I was about to cut some purple turnips greens. We're going to eat a lot of those greens. And now you see what it looks like. Everything's now green. It's in May. The plants are growing, but the gardening bill, we don't know. They're not doing too much. We'll see. We'll see how they turn out. Anyways, the turnips are supposed to be cover crops. They are doing their job. They covered everything, and we eat a lot of them. You can see the kegs down there. They have a lot of plants in them too, as well as the straw bale. And I think Pablo will explain later in a moment what he has in those straw bales and then the kegs. Lots of greens, lots of vegetable, a lot of potatoes, and that's our cats right there. And we still had a lot of chickens back then. That's before we got rid of the animals that we had. Anyways, so let me go see. Oh, those are apple. That's an apple tree. That's a right there is grapes. Grapes you'll see later on in the clip. Anyways, let me go see what the family's up to.
So I was kind of skeptical at first with this because the little tines and everything, I don't know, everything felt kind of small. But when I got going at it, when you do it gently over the top, I was just grabbing all of the weeds and everything. And it's pretty neat because when I go for it, it just grabs all the weeds and it kind of bundles it up in the tines, I guess. Kind of bundles them all up here and just knock them out when you get to the end of the row. I mean, I'll probably have to go back through, grab some. Might use this rake, grab some up. But that's pretty much it. I haven't tried actually tilling yet. So let me try going deeper. See. Okay. Now I have all 4 tines on right now. So it's grabbing everything and tilling it up a lot. But it sure does beat. It sure does beat doing this by hand with a little hoe. Because this is doing about maybe 2 or 3 passes with the hoe. And I can adjust the depth as well. It's not bad. I like it.
Bye-bye, Crucial. So you said you're about to plant
Calabazas.
Oh yeah, you said you won't plant it in the inside there anymore.
I
Okay.
don't know about the calabatines. Maybe along here. Do you think?
Along where?
Like right along the fence.
Oh, that would be good.
Or I could grow them in there. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
Back area.
Okay.
I mean, they got so big last year.
Yeah, they were everywhere. Tayo
I
ba?
think I grow some calabazas aquí and then I go like along that way.
Yeah.
Kind of go around this tree.
Oh,
I
okay.
mean, I did the einkorn here, but we'll see what happens with that because I planted alongside the
Oh.
orchard grass, which has gotten really tall really fast.
Oh,
I
I
don't
see.
know. Yeah, I don't have enough time to do like row crops today.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
doing the small like hills for calabacas. And then, like I said, maybe some calabatines there.
Okay.
Or in the chicken area. I want to do the
Oh, they'll
soybeans
grow
in
there
here.
too, won't they?
Yeah, I want to do the soybeans in here, but I thought I was gonna fill up this whole area with soybeans, but now I'm thinking about it. I don't think I have that many seeds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think the seeds that I have maybe could fill like a quarter of this, perhaps.
Oh, okay.
So I might do like that back area. I might do
Oh,
that.
okay.
So yeah.
No.
But yeah. Did you know even the Saskatoon serviceberry trees?
They're alive?
Yeah, they're alive. They're popping
Ah,
back up. So it makes sense to let them get eaten by things and killed and chopped and
really?
nibbled by everything. Yeah, because
Oh.
look, I mean, even those apples are growing back.
Yeah, those are growing, yeah.
They were about what? Twice the height? Twice that height?
Yeah.
But they got killed.
Well,
Same
now
with
they're
our pear
stronger
trees.
now,
Our
right?
pear trees, our redbud tree there.
Oh, yeah.
Look like nothing but a stick.
I'm not
I
sure.
don't know. Can you see it?
I
Here,
don't
let me
know.
take a camera for a second.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like this tiny little twig. This little redbud. We wanted a redbud so bad and finally got it, but it basically died. But there's a tiny little leaf on the bottom there you can't see. Hey, chicos. Hey, venid. Venid. No juguéis ahí con los topos, ¿vale? Tulio. No, no, si vas a cavar. Hey, chicos, si vais a cavar, ¿qué debéis utilizar? ¿Las uñas? Qué barbaridad. ¿Qué? El palo, exacto. Debéis usar un palo, pero no en el césped de los vecinos. Venid aquí. Venid. Ya, claro. Venid, ya. Aquí tienes, mi amor.
Okay.
Oh, but here you are.
Oh, yeah.
As beautiful as ever, as pregnant as ever. Lovely, my dear. Lovely. Aquí tienes.
Tulio, guarda, Mabo. Mabo, I'm right.
¿Quieres entrar? Tienes que seguir algunas normas.
Tulio, possibly? Oh, they're not supposed to be there. I can take him. I can take them. Or you want
Well, they
them?
could be in there. They could be in there.
Okay,
Hey,
how do we
chicos.
transfer them there then?
Chicos,
Okay, Mabo. Mabo, I'm right. What about Taiwo Shere? Taiwo fẹ́ ọ̀rẹ́ láti bá ṣeré.
It's like herding cats.
Hope I don't step on the blueberry somewhere in here. Okay, Mabo. Hey, Mabo.
Pigs
The figs. Oh no.
gonna survive or not?
I hope they do. They're probably stunted by now.
Transplanted.
There's one here. I think there's a blueberry or something. I don't know. Hey, Mabo. Hey, Mabo, bye. I watch it and be bye. Tulio. Tulio? Possibly? Tulio. Okay, what that ball? What that ball? My ball, my ball. My ball. What about Taiwo Shere? Shall about Taiwo Shere? No, and not to run bang you. Lọ bá Táíwò ṣeré, ṣé wàá lọ bá Táíwò ṣeré? Lọ́hùn yẹn. Èmi láti gé ẹ̀fọ́. Helenita, ó ti gbé olóńgbò yẹn. Kí ni olóńgbò yẹn ṣe fún ẹ báyìí tó ṣe ń gbé?
A ver, al gato no le gusta. Pero a ti te gusta.
Oh, Tulio náà fẹ́ gbé títí ẹ̀.
¿Qué estabas diciéndole al gato?
Wow, Tulio.
Chicos,
Fi sílẹ̀,
no,
ẹ̀yin ọmọ ẹ
no,
fi olóńgbò yẹn sílẹ̀.
no.
Ayayay.
Pobre.
Olóńgbò yìí ti jìyà.
Suave. Uy, huele. Cuidado. Hay muchas semillas que se están saltando. Tulio, no.
Tulio.
Sí, hay muchos
Olóńgbò yẹn ti
adentro.
sá lọ bẹ́ẹ̀ kò fẹ́ bá yín ṣeré mọ́.
Son muy buenos. Pues no lo
Tulio
dejes
no,
comer.
no, fi sílẹ̀.
Ay, 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 algo me está picando.
Ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ ṣeré ẹ̀, ẹ jẹ́ kó lọ ṣeré ẹ̀.
Alrighty, so here's an update to the garden. Alright, so in our raised beds, that is our straw bales, I've planted a number of things. Some of them worked, some of them didn't. So in this case, these are purple potatoes. And then I got some white potatoes in between the bales. And then some sweet potatoes that I finally got here, some Beauregards, which are just now popping up. And the spinach didn't do well on these bales for some reason. These are actually sunflowers. I just saw someone doing that and I was like, you know what, I'll plant them, see if they come up. So they did. It's kind of hard to get through here. But yeah, here's some more potatoes. I think these are some red potatoes and some white potatoes. The red stuff here is amaranth. There's supposed to be some other amaranth through here and there. Yeah, there's a little bit you see here, kind of reddish green in between, which is edible at all stages, as well as the grain that it produces. So you can eat the leaves and the stems and everything too. And there's a couple carrots still doing all right, and some other things in there. Onions I've planted in there as well. They're really tiny right now, but hopefully they'll grow up by the end of the season. So then around here I've planted kind of in random spots. Couple of different things. So like here we got a couple of pumpkin type things. What is this one? This is sweet meat pumpkin. Not all these popped up, interestingly enough, but these are some solid plants already. They're doing pretty well. And over here as well, planted a couple of different things. And then, yeah, the raised beds here. But yeah, I planted a couple other things here too. I'm not sure what these are. Good thing I put the, I can't read this. Anyways, if I want to know, I'll figure it out. But yeah, these will grow. And then over through here, you can see some kind of holes, and that's where I tried to plant some other greens and stuff. Oh, over here, I put this up, this cattle guard. Sí, no entres, vale? And then down here, you can see a couple of beans popping up. These are like, they all didn't come up because they're tropical beans. I don't think you can see them. These ones over here are the easiest to see. So these are like some sort of tropical bean things. They're called wing beans, and they will grow and grow and grow. And you can eat everything on them. You can eat the beans, as well as the pods, as well as the roots, as well as the leaves, like spinach. I mean, you can eat everything. Those are pretty popular in more tropical places, but they can grow here sort of. And here's some sweet red corn, I believe, I think. I just thought it was interesting, so I wanted to do some. I hadn't planned on doing sweet corn, but I did. And then over here, wow, this keeps growing over. But there's a couple that are popping up, and these are actually black sorghum, which are from somewhere in Africa, and they're supposed to do pretty well with syrup. And some more sweet corn here, and some more over there, and over there. Just kind of did little bunches of them, basically. And I did some chard. I think it's kind of doing all right. I realized I shouldn't do chard in the jugs before the season starts, but it's a learning thing. So anyway, so going back over here, planted some more like pumpkins, watermelons, things like that, and also a couple of, let's see, what did I plant here? I can't remember. Oh, over here is you might be able to recognize this. It's celery, actually, that I transplanted. That one actually did well in the container gardening. And then here, why did they not come up yet? I thought they already did. Anyways, I'm pretty sure they did. Anyways, I'll have to look at this again, but these are different kinds of pumpkins, watermelons, things like that. Oh, over here I did some line gardening, and I'll show you that. I think I'll upload that video as well, which is showing me using the Haas tools to do this. So we got a lot of black beans here, and garbanzo beans, chickpeas over there. Those ones take a little bit longer to come up, but the beans, obviously, those things pop up immediately. And over here too, got sorghum, bicolor sorghum, and then over there I just did a ton of chickpeas, and they're starting to pop up as well. But down here, I think you can see this long line here. This is all along the edge here are okra, so those are going to be popping up. So this is the back area, and I think there's a video of me cutting this with the, what do you call that, the scything all this down to make some space, because I planted things, let's see, along here we are. I can't remember which these are. I think these are just like green beans, but they might be purple green beans. And then some, what is this? Acorn squash. So some acorn squash here. Oh, I almost stepped on that one too. So some acorn squash, a couple of spots of those right here along here. And then I planted some, is this eggplant? What is this? Tomatoes. I think I just threw some in here. I don't know. Again, that's survival of the fittest stuff. So there might be some tomatoes somewhere in here. It might make it by the end of the summer. And then these, maybe more acorn. Yeah, I think this is all different kinds of acorn. And then here are, not acorn, what are these? These are, okay, crunchy cucumbers. And then a couple of string beans that I just kind of threw in here to make up some of the room. And then a lot of okra, a lot of random seeds I had from last year that I just planted kind of along the fence, along through there. Oh, here's our chestnut trees. They're not producing yet, but they probably will once we're no longer here. And then here's some popcorn put here. I think this one's a strawberry. No, I think this one's blue. I think it's a blue popcorn. And then got some good what do you call it? It's like a wheel of cheese, New York cheddar or something. I don't know why they call it that. I guess it looks like a wheel of cheese. It's a pumpkin here and here as well. And then that looks like something, but it's just a weed. It's probably edible. I think it's dock or something. Probably eat the root. And then somewhere in here, aha! Whoa, here as well. These are also some more squashes. I think they're acorn. There might be a couple of other things as well. But yeah, it's kind of hard to see among the weeds here. Aha, here's a couple others. Now these might be tough because they're under the maple tree. The maple tree's starting to grow leaves really well. But these are getting some light, some sunlight somewhere throughout the day. So hopefully those ones will survive and do well. But yeah, I got a couple of those and some beans. Just had to throw some beans in there as well. Couldn't help it. And then this whole area was supposed to be for einkorn. So I did like this whole area here with einkorn when this grass was like young. So I thought, okay, the einkorn will grow up tall enough to where I'll be able to, you know, scythe it and or with the hand sickle and you know, cut it down and make pancakes or whatever out of it. But as you can see, the orchard grass kind of took over before the einkorn could do anything. But anyways, I have a couple of spots of corn, popcorn in different areas. I didn't really want to, you know, cut tons of areas and till it and all that because I'm trying to let this fallow as best I can. But I wanted to do a few spots that were already kind of not covered too well, but I think they're getting recovered. So anyway, so that's the back area. Then coming from the back area, so like I was showing you all this stuff along the fence, there's this blackberry here that's been here since the prior owners. We keep killing it, or it keeps getting killed and it keeps popping up in different places. But it used to be over here, and you can see there's a little bit left of it, but there used to be massive ones here, but they got eaten and I didn't like them, so we just cut them down. But then it popped up over there too because it had already traveled months. So I was like, all right, whatever. I don't really like them. They're like very domesticated and got massive seeds in them. They're all crunchy. Anyways, they're only sweet. So I planted a couple things over here. I think some chard to see if that'll pop up. Here there's a little pepper. I think it's habanero pepper that I put in there. A fig is popping up because that thing, it dies down every winter. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to finally just plant it in the ground because I usually have it in a container, but that didn't keep it from freezing. And the blueberry over here, that thing has survived so many years of abuse. We first planted when we moved in, and then we had goats, and then we had sheep, and then we had chickens and geese, and pigs, and yet this thing has survived. It's amazing. It's been cut down and eaten and destroyed so many times, almost pulled up by the roots. There was a raspberry that got pulled up by the roots by chickens, believe it or not, and that one is no more. But anyway, so I have a couple of peppers planted over here, and then you can see I'm trying to do some line crops here and there. So we've got, let's see, way down here at the end are soybeans, massive ones for edamame that I got from, I think, victoryseeds.com, because it's like unique varieties, heirloom varieties in the US, and they're trying not to let them go extinct. So so there's some nice edamame type soy over there. Then I planted some, I can't remember what type of beans. It might be, I think it's navy beans or something like that here. And then all along the edge here, I planted sunflowers. So those will hopefully rise up nicely and hopefully not cause too much shade on the beans. And then all these tiny things here are lentils. So those are green lentils, I think French lentils they call them, which I also did over here. I did lentils and soybeans, and these are just normal soybeans that we would use for our milk and stuff like that. ¿Sí? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Quieres jugar a fútbol? And then over there, I got some more soybeans and garbanzo beans, actually, that I didn't mean. I don't know how that happened, but anyways. And then this is our almond tree, our dwarf hardy almond tree. And then in here I've planted soybeans. I think I planted some garbanzo beans back there as well on this part. And then it stormed, and I was out here when it was storming trying to plant and couldn't do it. So there's this spot that I'm still trying to figure out what to do with. But anyways, I'll go in here and show you some more. Wow, just arrived home. Everything's really overgrown. It's only been a week and a half. Look at these flowers, all these sunflowers popping up. Dang. And the grapes are starting to ripen. Oh, look at that. They really are starting to ripen. I don't think they're quite ready yet, but I'll give one a try. They're good, sour. Wow. Oh, and our cat's greeting us. Hey. Meow. Wow. Look at that okra. My goodness. Watermelons haven't seemed to be producing yet, but they're growing. Oh, I see a spaghetti squash way over there. Way over there. Let's see, how are the tomatoes doing? We'll have to see. Oh my gosh, that corn over there. Let me walk around. Let's see. Oh wow. Ooh, that tomato's gotten big. That's a cherry tomato. These have gotten pretty huge. Man, they're producing stuff. Some of them have fallen down. I'm gonna have to tie those back up. Wow, and these these fell down. They were all the way like way up here. They all fell down. They just got too big for the soft, nice earth. Let's see, what else have we got going on? Well, these pumpkins are growing well. That's good. Don't see much over here. Let's see. Okay. Going well. The corn looks like it's been destroyed. At least that one has. There might be a couple over there. They're gonna be all right. You got any squash yet? Oh, itty bitties zucchinis and whatnot. Lots of blooms, so that's good. That's really good. Nice big foliage. We're gonna have some good squashes and zucchinis growing from these. What have we got here? Oh wow, we got some overgrown gherkins. Wow. And let's see what these beans are like. I don't know. I haven't really seen them much, but I think, oh my gosh, another overgrown gherkin. And the bean, oh yeah, here are the beans. Those are really weird beans. Asparagus beans, they call them. How's this corn doing? Nothing. That corn's growing pretty fast. Huh. Okay, so these tomatoes are getting there. Hola, Tulio. ¿Qué tal? Ten cuidado. All right, let's see. It rained recently. Apparently. Okay, let's see. What have we got going over here? Ooh, got a lot of okra that needs harvesting. The black beans look like they're dying down quite a bit. Probably have to go through there once it dries out. Hopefully it'll dry out soon. Looks like they're starting to rot and whatnot. I should probably pull those up, hang them upside down. Wow, this is some tall sorghum. Woo, so this is the kind that we eat. Interesting. Didn't know what they would look like when they grew. My goodness, and I think that's chia in there. Probably gonna have to help some of this stuff out. Anyways, that's interesting. How many beans have we got yet on here? Well, we got lots of blooms. Not yet really any beans. This is the string bean anyways. Oh! Well, the asparagus has popped up again. That's good. And wow, I thought this was dead. This is the rhubarb. And oh no! Our peppers, one of the peppers fell. I'm gonna have to tie that up. That's looking good. Don't know what this is. A zucca bean maybe? Random one. Oh, these peppers too, starting to produce, and they fell as well. Actually, these might be the Korean peppers now that I think about it. Let's see, what else have we got going over here? Ooh, is this habanero? I don't know. Don't see any blooms on it yet, but I know it will. I know it will. Oh my goodness. Any other peppers? Let's take a look. Oh, this tomato's actually growing. That's wild. Oh my goodness, these are doing great. Fantastic. Está bien, Tulio. Ooh, and the ewedu. Yeah, ewedu's looking good. Garbanzos have already died down pretty much. I can probably go through and pick those out. The lentils, how are they doing? Huh, I don't see much on here, lentil-wise. But we'll see. And the these black beans or white beans, I can't remember. Let's take a look, shall we? It's hard to do with the camera on. It is a sorry, I can't quite see. It looks like, you know, I don't know. It rotted. That's not good. These things need to dry out. I think they're rotting on the bush. That's not a good sign. I think there's been a lot of rain here in the meantime while we've been gone, which is both good and bad. Good for the peppers and all the other plants, but not good for the beans. And the okra, my goodness, this stuff has grown. Look at that. Look at that. Oh my goodness. My goodness. Well, we ought to have some good acorn squash down there as well. Some other good stuff. This is exciting. Wow. So here's some of our summer squash. We're just now starting to harvest some of them. These are golden zucchini. And we planted these very late, maybe July, let's see, mid-July roughly. And they're growing really well. So the roots, for example, this one is there and it goes all the way out to here and it's gonna keep growing. It's probably gonna keep going. But yeah, these are some of our squash and just starting to harvest things. Tomatoes are finally starting to come in, etc. The okra is getting tall. Just cut a bunch. So first time digging up sunchokes. We've had a couple of frosts already. And this is what I'm finding. I guess the roots go out pretty far from the base. As you can see, the base, well, they were very, very tall. They were like already 10 feet tall. Then they fell down and grew out here and then grew more that were about 4 feet tall each off of them, off of the main stalk. So we got a couple main stalks coming out of this bunch right here. So I'll be digging them out. Let's see how many we got.